So we're sitting here with John Mason, Heidi Richardson, and Nikki Gatch, PGA National Regional League Manager. And we're here to speak a little bit about Junior League. Nikki, if you wouldn't mind, just kind of tell us the story of how Junior League was developed and how it started.
Well, PGA Junior League started as league golf, and it was developed by Bob Longmire. He's based in Atlanta, and they had done a lot of similar things with other sports, youth sports. And so in 2011, it was sort of a pilot year, and actually San Diego was one of those pilot cities that was, that participated. And then in 2012, the PGA entered into a partnership with them. And then last year, in 2016, PGA of America purchased League Golf from them. So now it is officially owned and operated by the PGA of America.
So that's kind of where John comes in, and John has been to our national championship. Obviously, you had a very competitive team. Can you talk a little bit about that and your experience with your kids and kind of how you got the most out of your team members?
Well, I started in 2013. Okay, so we went to regionals right away. I had some really good players who I'd been working with for years. And then in 14, I lost all of those good players, and I had to think about what I was going to do, and then I started my own league. That's when I started my own league. And once I started my own league, then I have 40 players here at Encinitas Ranch, where I choose the teams, and I choose who's playing on the team, and I can even out the teams a little bit better. Sometimes you find some teams are really good and some are not so good. So that was good for me at the league. In my own league, I could even it out a little bit and put some good players on each team and put some middle, and you know what I mean.
So if you're really looking to become competitive, one of the things you could do if you had enough kids is start your own league, and have them play kind of their own season, and then from there, the postseason, you're kind of choosing who the best players are from those particular teams, putting them in a sort of an all-star team format, and then they're going on, and that's how you advanced.
Most of those teams that are at nationals have their own leagues,
right?
And the reason they do that is just the same as my format. I remember hearing Susie Whaley talk about it. She felt like it evened out the teams, and I'm into the kids having more fun during my regular season.
So Heidi, you fielded a team of your own. Could you tell us a little bit about your experience with Junior League? Is it the same as John, or does it differ a little bit?
The majority of my clientele are kind of the summer campers and the after-school clinics and the beginners. And they're just running around, having fun and jumping around. I've got to get them to calm down and just be quiet on the putting green and no running on the putting green and things like that. So that's kind of my clientele. So when I got a team together, I did have a couple of good players, but only one or two maybe had even played in a local tournament. Even our little North County tournaments or San Diego County tournaments, not very many of them had ever experienced the type of competition that John's kids have experienced and are comfortable in. So the format was also really helpful for my group and the type of players that I deal with, because as Nikki said, we're trying to get them out playing and having fun, and it's not so intimidating. They have a partner, scramble, every 3 holes, so they don't have to grind it out.
So Nikki, if you wouldn't mind, how if a newly minted professional or someone who might not even know about Junior League or is curious about it but not really familiar with how to get involved, how would they do that?
Well, first of all, reach out to me and I can help them through the process, but PGAJRLeague.com, that's where you would go to register as a captain. And then once you register as a captain, then I would work with you to put you into a league. So a league is made up of anywhere from 4 to 6 teams. And as you heard John mention, he has his own league. So he has 4 teams that make up his own league. Heidi had 2 teams this past season. So she was in a league with other facilities. So she would play home and away matches. And then we set up your season schedule. The season's typically about 6 weeks. And you have a practice and a match every week. and go through the regular season, and then the postseason would start starting in August. Our regular season runs April. As John mentioned, you could start as early as April, and then you must be done by the end of July.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, thanks guys for sitting with me.
Yeah.
We look forward to our director calls in Nikki. She's waiting, standing by to help you. So thanks.
Very good.